the celebration, beginning of the celebration for the 75 years of independence of our great country. Through the next months, we will be having a number of festivals, a number of programs before the 21st of January 2022, followed by a very big program in the state capital to mark the 50 years of our statehood, where we have invited the Honorable Prime Minister to be the chief guest, and we are awaiting the response from the PMO. And post the 21st of January 2022, also we will be having a number of programs and festivals throughout the state. To mark the celebration of 50 years, we have today launched the official logo for the 50-year celebration. We are also going to be starting the different social media handles today. And post that, as I said, many programs and festivals will be there throughout the state to mark and to celebrate the 50 years of our statehood. Part of those programs will also include inauguration of a large number of infrastructural projects throughout the year. It will also include a Northeast Youth Festival. We will also be hosting a number of sports events like the Northeast Cup, like the Table Tennis National Tournament, and many such tournaments, including the Meghalaya Day, the Meghalaya Games also will be hosted next year. So therefore, a large number of these programs will be held to mark the 50-year celebration. And as I said, today, along with the inaugural program of the Megong Festival, we are also launching the 50-year celebration program from today, which will continue for the next 1 year. Now up to 21st of January, and on that day we'll have a big program in Shillong and the district headquarters, followed that again by a number of programs throughout the state.
Can you tell us, it's a repeated question, why festivals amid the financial crunch, COVID, and what are the grievances for the people?
So the state and the economy and the livelihood of the people depends on many sectors. We have a lot of work that is happening in the education department. We are having a lot of work that's happening in the tourism department, in the agriculture department, and in the road and infrastructure departments. And therefore, there's a budget for everything that we do. And if we were to stop the construction of the roads based on maybe some of the needs of some of the departments, then the road sector would suffer. So therefore, as a government, it is important for us to balance out the work that we do in the economy. Yes, there is expenditure involved in the tourism department and holding these festivals, but obviously there is a calculated outcome and benefit that we expect for the tourism sector, especially after the great difficulty it has gone through in the COVID times. And obviously it will benefit and create a lot of livelihood. So therefore it is important for the government to handle and take care of the COVID situation and other expenditures, yet create the opportunity through tourism also. I remember some time back the press had asked me the same question, that what have you done for tourism and what have you done to relieve the pressure and the difficulties that the tourism sector is facing. So the answer is this, that we are now trying to revive the tourism sector, and this requires us to invest in such programs in a very appropriate manner and a balanced manner. And today we will be having tourists who are coming in from different parts of the country and different parts of the world, and we are hopeful that with a series of events like these, we will be able to bring back the entire benefit for the sector in the tourism industry as a whole.
Can you tell us why Babadam was chosen for the venue?
So we have a plan that in the coming years we want to make this festival as a permanent festival. As you're aware, we have got the Garo Heritage Village, which is about 10 kilometers from here. We have the Tribal Research Institute, which is about 5 kilometers from here. And we intend to continue this Megong festival in this region and this area itself. And therefore, keeping in mind the logistics that were there available in this ground, and the fact that the entire Tribal Research Institute and the Garo Heritage Village is within the vicinity of this area, we felt that this is appropriate area to promote as a festival and a cultural center for Garo Hills region. And we hope that in the coming years, the Tribal Research Institute will also become a center for not just the cultures of Meghalaya, but also the cultures of the Northeast and Southeast Asia as a whole.
Mr. Chief Minister, during the course of your address, you had also mentioned that you would like to involve tribal communities from the South Asian countries as well. So what are the particular aspects, if 2 or 3, which you would like to see promote, other than the privilege?
The tribal culture is very rich, and therefore there are many aspects to it. But what is the underlying fact and underlying idea about having these festivals is to, number one, preserve our culture, promote it, and as I said, to celebrate and to be proud of our tribal culture. So therefore there are many aspects in the tribal culture, whether it's the clothes that we wear, the food or the drinks that we eat and drink, whether the dance that we have, the language and the literature and the arts that we have, the sports that we have in the tribal culture, and in basic the history and the folklore. All these aspects I strongly feel need to be, attention needs to be paid to it, and we need to preserve it, and we hope that